Okay, so I think that's the first page of questions, right? Which means that we go, where am I going to now? Okay, active and passive voice. So this is a question, hang on. Right, these are sent by Ellen Mokwena. Ellen, thank you for sending more stuff. I recognized your name. You've interacted before. But Ellen, you've sent me, okay, these particular questions. I don't know what the problem is. So I'd really like you to annotate this before you scan it in and send it. Or send it with, I tried this, I marked it, it was a mess, and tell me why. Okay, so active and passive voice, fair enough. And this one, you've got to write it in the, well, let's have a look at what we've got. Is it active or passive? Start by finding the finite verb. That's the finite verb. So, Ellen, is your problem that you can't find the finite verb? Is that what I should be teaching? Okay. Is the language doing the constituting? Constituted is made up of parts. Is the language doing the constituting, or is the language being constituted by something else? This is my subject, and something is happening to the subject. Ellen, can you see that? The language is not constituted by emojis. It's not doing the constituting, it's emojis that are constituting or not constituting a language. So is this active or passive? This is passive. So maybe, Ellen, that's the problem. When the subject does or is the verb, then it's active. When something happens to the subject, then it's passive. So this is passive. So the instruction is rewrite it in the active voice. Okay, so how do we do that? We start, I want another color. Let's try another color. We start by taking the agent. I haven't got another color. Hang on. That's better. We take the agent. Now, the agent, Ellen, is the person doing whatever it is. So it's got the word by. Take out the by and make the agent the new subject. So write. All right, a language is not constituted. We're in what tense? Present. I hope everybody is chanting this wherever you are watching. So we want the present negative active of constitute. Emojis. Now we can't in English say emojis not constitute. Because when we're making something negative, we need an auxiliary in here. Now I can't say emojis is not constitute. I have to say emojis do not constitute. Then we take what is the subject in the passive and make it the new object. Emojis do not constitute a language. And Ellen, I'd just like you to tell me kind of what the problem is, because then I can do like a few more examples. So is it just straight active to passive and passive to active? Should I do some really very simple examples of that? Not sure. Right, then we go to antonyms. Right, you do get antonyms in your exam. So a word with an opposite meaning. And this is the sentence. So what does combine mean? Is that the problem? Is it a vocab problem? So if you combine, you put something together with something else. So what's the opposite of combine? Okay, so say to yourself, all right, I'm combining the children in the class. I am separating. So separate. Right, now we've got the tag question. So again, I need to know what is the problem. How do we form a tag? We start with the finite verb in the main sentence. Emojis help us navigate the personal relationships we conduct online. So they help, present tense. Now this is positive, so I need a negative tag, don't. And then I need a pronoun for emojis, they. So once again, I'd like a little bit more guidance as to what the problem is. So tag questions are ways in which in English we try to manipulate the viewer. So you hated that, I don't know, hamburger, didn't you? It's very difficult to say, I loved the hamburger. You have to say, yeah, I hated it. So you hated it, didn't you? Yeah, I really hated it. So it's just a system of asking questions in order to influence and direct an audience. And the rule is if the verb is positive in the main part of the sentence, it's negative in the tag. And then the other way around, if it's negative in the main part of the sentence, it's positive in the tag, and you need a pronoun. And you keep the same tense, do or did or whatever. If you have a word like you will, then you can say, you will send in your questions, won't you? So positive to negative, and then the you stays the same. So just give me some more guidance here.